Hi, everybody. This is Vladimira Kuna, and we have a beautiful Karine Antille here, who is a top Europe lady in a business, and she's going to talk about it and multiple sources of income and how you could make extra money, create your own business, and help other people and help yourself. Hi, Karine.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be on. I love interviews. I love to ask questions and answer. So that's
I
good.
know you do. That's why I love your energy. So tell us what you do and tell us something what people could, it will
Yeah,
help them, I'm pretty sure.
for sure. Yeah. Well, maybe I can share my story first, just to to
Yeah,
introduce
please.
that
Yeah.
through my story. So I'm from Switzerland, born and raised here. I followed the normal path. I think a lot of us start out this way, just going to school, getting a degree, getting a job, and pretty much being in that system, which in the end is trading time for money. We never actually really think about it, or we're not really educated on streams of income, or ways to earn income. But that's the most spread one, where probably 98% of the people are trading time for money. So that's what I did. Never questioned anything. I was just a follower. And I wasn't really happy, but I didn't really question that either. I thought I was just going to be content with what I had, and I should be happy with what I have. So I never looked for more until some things happened in my life and I was really frustrated. So then I thought, you know what? Let's look for more. It's not going to work like that. If you spend your entire life like this, you're going to be frustrated for your whole life. And that's not a good emotion. That's not a good feeling to have. That's when I discovered Bob Proctor for the first time for The Secret. He really blew my mind in the movie, specifically because he kisses his hand, for example. This gesture is just so powerful for me. I wanted, when I saw him, I wanted to understand what he knew that I just ignored. I took his program, the BPC, it's called Bob Proctor Coaching Program. And after 2 months in, I mean, he speaks a lot about multiple streams of income. That's one of his big specialties. Just how to be rich. That's one of his books. You Were Born Rich. So 2 months after I joined, I actually got introduced to his wife, her business, what we do, what she does, and I found it very unique and exactly what I was looking for. I didn't understand at that time how much aligned it was with me and the lifestyle I wanted, but now I can tell, looking back, like Steve Jobs says, you always connect the dots looking backwards. I look at it and I'm like, the universe knew for me that it was my path, it was my type of business, because I've always wanted to be free, to have multiple streams of income, or at least I didn't know that way, but I wanted the freedom. And obviously it comes with having the income flowing into your bank account. I always wanted to be independent, working from home. You just grab your computer and you go anywhere. Love to travel. I wanted to work in English. So there's all these components that came together. And especially working with people, leading people and helping them grow. And the more I do it, the more I understand what we do is actually developing people. You first start with yourself, you try to develop yourself the more you can, and then you start developing your team and helping people. So that's pretty much what I've been doing for 3 years now, really working on financial education, financial freedom with people, but also personal development, because it goes hand in hand. If you increase your income, or to increase your income or bank account, you have to increase who you are and develop yourself.
That
So
is
that's a
beautiful.
short,
Yeah. I
yeah, just
love
a
that.
short.
And I love what you said, which lots of people would relate, especially these days. And that's what I really love. It's usually when we are really frustrated and dissatisfied, it's when we start thinking and attracting, like a law of attraction and vibration. It's the whole thing. You start seeking and you will find what you seek. And that's what exactly happened to you.
Yeah,
Because you were looking for something more, and the more came because you attracted it.
absolutely. Yeah.
So
And
tell
I
us
know.
more about the business.
Yeah, so about the business, well, it's called network marketing. I think people have maybe heard about it. It's not new to this world. It's been around for a while, but right now it's really a good time. It's really the time to actually get into this. Robert Kiyosaki, who's a big entrepreneur, he actually wrote a book about the business of the 21st century, which is network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Simply, what we do is building a network. We build a network that products move through. So for us specifically, we work with one specific company in the health and nutrition industry, and people join us using these products. There's different reasons why people will use the products. It's not always, I mean, most of the time, it's not about the product itself. Even if you take a phone or an iPhone, you buy it for several reasons. And here is exactly the same. The products are opening up to the opportunity. So it can be health you're looking for, financial freedom, time freedom, the mindset, the mentorship. There's many reasons, but people join for different reasons and start building the business. Why is it now the best time? It's just everything that happened last year is still going on this year. We need to take care of our health, the immune system. It comes from nutrition. It really does. Taking care of ourselves, feelings as well, emotions, it's all connected. But health is probably one of the things that we can offer. It's really one of the things we can offer. And also, people are at home most of the time. They lost their jobs. They don't have any income coming in, or it's been a lot reduced. We can really simply change that. We can help people set up another source of income that is only depending on them, that they can have control on, and that they can start building towards unlimited income. Multiple streams of income never stops. It's just pretty much your ambition that defines, your vision that defines how far you're going to go. So it doesn't stop because we work from home. As long as you have the Wi-Fi connection and the desire to do it, then we can start very, very simply. It's not expensive. It's really affordable for everybody. So that's what I love the most, the fact that it's this level playing field where if you decide to become a big business, you will be.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And I think that's another very important point now, because people say, oh, I don't have a time. That is actually a major excuse. But there are limitations as excuses, and people who study personal development do understand that. But sometimes, yeah, it may not be for you, but it may help you, because I buy products from Karine and I'm very happy with them. They're absolutely phenomenal. What happened to me, like personally, I'll just throw a quick story. I got through exhaustion with homeschooling, studying at night times, doing my own personal stuff at night times, waking up early mornings, and I felt really drained, and the products I've got from Karine absolutely helping me still getting through, and I feel energetic and I can just have more energy, be efficient, and that's also very important. So like you said, it's looking after yourself, and the time and financial freedom, it is great. So yeah, so how do you set up, or how do the MSIs work? So multiple sources of income, so people understand a little bit.
For sure. Yeah, I was going to say maybe I should explain a bit more especially on the leveraging and the compounding effect. Well, if you just look at numbers, pretty much, imagine even if you start with 2 people and you multiply this number, you get to a lot of people very soon. In a year, you can have thousands of people in your business, and you started off just sharing with 2 people. So that's really the power of the network marketing, is how fast you can multiply and get to a lot of people in the same team very fast. Now, the biggest interest obviously is the residual income, meaning we are all customers in the end, because we use the products and we build the business as well. And the fact that we're customers, we're caring customers, that create the residual income for everybody. Because I don't have to be told to buy the products, I will do it for the benefits that I get. And everybody's doing the same. So the more we are, and the more we repeatedly do that, you keep just adding on and building up, and your income increases towards, at some point, even if you don't do anything, even if you sleep, you get the income coming in.
I love that. Earning money while you sleep. Bob uses that.
Yeah, that's the point.
But that's what I would just like, the way you just talked, it just popped into my mind to say, management is about developing people, not directional things. And that is why it's so beautiful what you just said. It's actually, people need to look, we all have different perceptions, but I love when you're actually looking at what is it doing for me. And if you want to give it more time, you give it more time. If you need to do it less, or start with less time and then build it on a full on, like people have that flexibility and choice, and try it and test it. This is why these days is really hard. People say, oh, I can't do that, but we can do everything, and people should really experiment. Like, this is the times where I've heard Tony Robbins speaking 2 weeks ago, and he said, I came across lots of challenges, but just had to adjust. This is probably going to be like this for another few months, and probably some of the changes will remain forever, or even develop different ways. So why should we feel stuck? People say, oh, I'm now stuck. It's not being stuck. It's actually getting moving and trying to see, what can I do, how can I do it, test things. This is what I love you do. So I wanted, yeah. So this is why it's the best time, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We have a change in times. I mean, everything is changing the way we work, and the system I was describing before, training time against money, it's not necessarily working anymore. It's really a time to pivot. I like this verb, to pivot, and as you said, just try something new. I think it's but with Mr. Fuller, I don't remember his name, but you build a new model. You don't try to fix the existing model. You build a new model. That's where we are right now. I think we are where people can see the problems right now or the opportunities. If you look towards opportunities, this is clearly one to get going, to move, as you said, to build something new that you rely on yourself. You have a team, so it's the best way because you're not on your own, and you will be secure within yourself. That means you're free, and
Yeah.
you're free to build and to earn however much you want.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And the flexibility and financial support, especially for moms, like lots of moms are now homeschooling. And I know some of you have to work, but it is such a great time. So where can people find you? You can always email me or text me. I can get you in touch, but I will actually put Karin's details in there so you can just directly contact her because she is working with we both have the same mentors, part of them. So you probably all know Bob Proctor from Secret, and he is phenomenal with his stuff, and he created something that really develops people. And Linda does amazing job as well, and it's growing people. So like you said, it's just,
Yes.
so is there any highlights you would like to add?
No, I think we covered it all. I mean, obviously, check it out. Do look at it seriously. Try and understand. We have plenty of webinars and calls, and they are all oriented towards the mindset and how does it work? How can everybody do this? So I would definitely take time to join us on one of them, just to listen in and discover something new. It is for everybody. The only thing you have to have is the desire. Because I was not the person that could build it 3 years ago. I became that person. And that's the beauty of it. You can grow into whatever you want.
That is so true. I love that. And that's why I would say people, it's just whatever happens these days, be open-minded and be actually expand the awareness, because it's like that move. I've seen one of Bob's consultant with the Monica showing and that really opened my eyes yesterday. The fly who keeps banging into the window.
Yeah.
And then there are doors which are wide open, but the fly just simply not aware. She can actually she or he or whoever can take off and fly out to a freedom, and the doors wide open right next to us. And it's what happens with our minds, isn't it? There are so many opportunities around us, and all we are seeing is that one closed door, and it's the focus shifts somewhere else. And this is just, amazing what you do. So I wanted people to know that they can join, especially this is really good time. So I'll put all the details of Karin's in there. If you want to just contact her, you can hop in a Zoom calls and listen to even Linda or, all Karine, and they're doing fantastic trainings. I actually attended few of them, so I do highly personally recommend them. And you can just see whether it's something you can try out. Nobody, you choose. That is like, it's your choice. You see, you listen to people, you see how it's happening, you ask questions. And I had questions for so many months, and they are such a fantastic team. They just come back and explain and tell you more. So so thank you so much, Karine. I really appreciate
Thank you for having me.
and thank you for adding value to the world.
Thank you.
Really need it, especially now. Have a beautiful weekend, or week and a weekend.
You
and
too.
we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.